Hi YouTube, how are you? I hope you're doing well and living your best life. It is me, it is I, it is JD, and we are back with another Talks with Rocks. I have more things I want to talk about, more things I want to share. It takes a while sometimes for me to get a Talks with Rocks uploaded because it depends when I really find something that I want to talk about and something that I am passionately going to be speaking about that I think is going to make a difference in life. So let's get right into it. Hey, what is up, you guys? It is me, guys. It is me, it is I, it is JD, and it is me, it is I, it is JD, and welcome back. Welcome back. So let's get right into it, shall we? I'm gonna have a little bit of some music happening in the back. So we're gonna have that going. So today's topic is I'm going to refer to my phone. Like, this is planned, but this isn't like on my computer planned, you know? So it's a little loud. Okay. So today's topic is about jobs and hobbies, the differences about them, why it's important not to mix them. It is so funny because as we age and as we grow, we forget lessons that we've already learned. You know what I mean? A lot of us want it to be like, okay, I've learned this lesson. Now I never want to go through this again. But that's not how life works. And that is just not how you learn things and become better and, just be the best you that you can be at the end of the day. So jobs and hobbies. I learned years ago, I learned about jobs and hobbies, and mixing them is bad. Jobs are, more of a necessity. You need to make money. It's a way you have to live. You know what I mean? It's not really a choice. You do it even when you're tired. All of those things. And it, maybe for some people it's a creative outlet, and but it's something that you have to do. And a hobby is something that you do just because you want to do it. There's no reason. You're just doing it because you enjoy it. You're not doing it for anybody. You're not doing it to post on social media. You're not doing it to, make someone proud of you because you're doing it because you want to do it, period. And that is super fun. Most of hobbies are like watching TV, listening to music. A lot of people want to consider Twitch a hobby, which in a lot of ways it is, and we will get into that later in this video. But hobbies, more or less, are just things you just do when you have time. When you have time. Like, I watch TV when I have time because I'm watching my daughter, and I'm working on real estate stuff. You know what I mean? So it just depends when I get that time, and then I'll watch TV. So that is definitely a hobby. I watch a lot of shows, actually. When you're playing video games, to become the best gamer ever, best streamer, that's a job. When you're doing video games because you just want to play video games with your friends, that's a hobby. So we are going to dive deeper into this. That is just a little summary of really what we're digging into here. So first up, job is money, socials, clout. Even when you do things to get clout, when you want more followers, that's a job. Whether it doesn't matter if you're making money for it. It depends on how you're treating it. So if you do something just to get clout and just to be noticed, that's a job. When you're sad and you don't know what to do, and you don't know how to take your anger out on it, you just do that. You know what I mean? Like, for some people, they stream, when they get angry and stuff. So they're not dealing with their problems. They're coming on here and talking about their problems and treating Twitch, like as if you guys are her therapist, as if anybody in her stream is a therapist. But honestly, recording yourself when you're stressed is a really good idea. But that's a hobby because you do that for you. I've done that for me. But when you want to be noticed, when you want attention, you know what I mean? That's a job. A hobby, something you do for yourself. TV, video games, reading. That's a really good one. You know, my boyfriend reads every day, I'm pretty sure. He loves reading. So, and he just does that because he wants to read. You know what I mean? That's a hobby. So, mixing. I put a category called mixed. Mixed means when you mix a job and a hobby. And this can be the result sometimes. Calling jobs hobbies. You don't want to call jobs hobbies, and we'll get into why, but calling jobs hobbies. Putting minimal effort, expecting the product of a job while putting hobby effort. I'll read that again. Putting minimal effort, expecting the product of a job while putting hobby effort. I'll read it one more time. I know it's a confusing sentence, but you'll get it. Putting minimal effort, expecting the product of a job while putting hobby effort. When you do something for a hobby, when you're playing video games with your friends, you don't take it that seriously. Most people don't take it that seriously. It's just fun. You're joking around. You're talking to your friends. You know what I mean? And that is, the joy of a hobby. But you take that and you put that into a hobby, expecting job products. So like, you are putting the effort that is like this much. It's like as much effort you would put into a hobby, into a job, and expecting it to work out, expecting more. You're expecting money. We'll get into it. Has to do with your interpretation of a job or hobby and which one we need and want more. So when we need something, when we need money, okay? So we have to have an example. So the example will be, we'll make it Twitch. We'll just make it Twitch. You go on Twitch and it's a hobby. You go on here to talk about your problems. There's no schedule. You know what I mean? You're just sitting there doing what literally anybody could do. You know what I mean? Putting that about it. And you get upset about people not being in your stream. You get upset about nobody subscribing to you. You get upset that people aren't wanting to be your friend. You're getting upset that it's just not working out. You're expecting money. You want to make your hobby a job, but you're calling it a job, early when it's not. You're getting there. You're without putting work in. So what does all this mean? What does all this mean? Has to do with our interpretation of a job or a hobby. So what your definition of a job is, what your definition of a hobby is, which one you need or want more. If you need money, your job is going to go up. If you don't have a lot of time and you just decide to play video games with your friends, that is putting more time in with your hobbies. And putting more time in with your hobbies. You get problems with mixed. Why is this an issue? Why is everything I said an issue? The intent. You have the wrong intentions with what you're doing. Not only that, but you are unaware of it. So you're putting negative energy out without even realizing it. Number 2, delusion. You are under believing believing certain things under false pretenses. So you're on Twitch, you're doing whatever the fuck, okay? You're not doing anything, but you're expecting people to subscribe. You're expecting people to follow you. You're expecting people to just love you and just be happy with what you're doing, which is nothing. And that's called delusion. You have to put work, you have to put effort into it. Feeling it gives lack of. So you're treating a hobby like a job. When you are expecting certain things from a hobby that are found inside of a job, you are feeling less. You aren't enjoying it. You're not putting as much energy into it. You're not paying attention to the people. You're not paying attention to the chat. You're not caring about what is being said to you. You don't care. You're not caring about the fun aspect. You're only focused on the money aspect, the have to. You know what I mean? If I don't do this, I'm scared of something else. Instead of just being happy with what you're doing right now. And that sucks. You always want to do everything you do with so much intention, with so much love. If you have love for a job, then treat it like a job. Prepare something, do something, upload something, do something different that you've never seen before. If you want the hobby, you know what I mean? Then find something that you aren't going to put on social media. Find something that nobody has to see you do. Nobody has to understand. Nobody cares. Nobody has to care. You're just doing it because you want to. Find the balance between what you want and what you need. Don't mix them. Don't do something that is supposed to be fun and expect it to pay your life off. That's not how that's going to work. If you want something to pay your life off, get a job. If you want to have fun, find a hobby. You know what I mean? If you can find in the two, like singers. We've seen singers, yeah, they have a hobby. They're doing what they want and they're making money off of it. They have now become one with their hobbies and with their jobs. They are now here. Now they are in this forever. They have to maintain this balance, which is fucking hard when you're famous. Okay? Not saying I've been famous. I'm just saying it's hard to balance that. But you have to balance that in order to maintain what you have, in order to maintain how far you've come, in order to maintain your reputation. You don't want to fuck up your reputation because you weren't thinking. Now you can't pay your bills. Do you see the issues here? They start to mix things that were once fun and now have become a have to. You have to figure it out, whether you want to or not, because otherwise you're not going to be able to pay your house off. You're not going to be able to pay your car off. Do you see what I'm saying? It's tough. It's hard. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm saying it's hard, and I recommend not doing it. Job effort. So what goes into job effort? What does that even mean, JD? Okay, well, I'll tell you. Must. It's a have to. Do it even when you're tired. You go to work even when you're tired because you got to pay your bills. The hustle is real. You got to go to work. You know what I mean? You go to work because people rely on you. For some people, you got to go to work. People need you. You know what I mean? Hobby effort. What is hobby effort? Non-necessity. When you have time, it's a want to. There's no timer on it. You're just having fun. You're just being yourself. You're just doing what you want to do. And there's minimal stress. And that is a hobby. Okay? I know I'm making jobs sound negative and I'm making hobbies sound positive, but that is just how it's been for me in my life personally. how you think of a job is up to you. How you think of a hobby is up to you. If you want to mix them, go ahead, but understand there's a balance that needs to be maintained. And if it's not, you will fall a lot harder than you rose up. Okay, what are some mixed possibilities? Let me give some more examples. Okay, what are some mixed possibilities? Now that we understand what a job effort is, and what hobby effort is, mixed possibilities are endless. Example, mixed. So the example that we've been using is Twitch. Okay, I'll use myself as an example. Obviously, I am guilty of doing this. Most people are guilty of doing this. Okay, I have treated Twitch like a must, like a job. Okay, a must is a job characteristic. I've also treated Twitch as do it when I'm tired. I've come on here and just cried. I've come on here from, a situation, like just any situation that was frustrating and had me fucking upset. I came on Twitch. I definitely came on here all of the time because I was treating it like a job. If I wasn't on Twitch, there was something wrong. I was missing out on something. It wasn't necessarily money. Twitch has given me a lot, but it wasn't necessarily money. But I found a lot of things, so Twitch became a have to. I have to. There's not a choice. I want to Twitch. I want to go on Twitch. People need me. There's people that like when I stream and that, expect me to stream. Right? To when I have time. I have a daughter. I'm with her. You know what I mean? If there was something wrong, that's where I would be right now, and that would overtake me doing Twitch, therefore making it a hobby. I've also treated it like that. I've treated it like a job and a hobby at the same time, expecting money when I'm not putting any effort into it, right? And then also treating it like a hobby because I want to, right? So was I not only mixing must and a have to, and I have friends on there who like want to talk to me with I'm doing it just to have fun. I'm doing it whenever I have time. Mixing that. Not only was I expecting money and subscribers and follows and all of those things because I was doing it so often, that was in my head. I was thinking like that, and sometimes I still do. I'm doing it when I have time. I come on here and I smoke. I come on here and sometimes I'm not doing anything productive. Sometimes I come on here and I'm just sitting here like this and I have nothing to talk about. I am guilty of both. Now, continuing this, in conclusion, it can't be both. It is better to treat your jobs like jobs and your hobbies like hobbies. It will become hard to balance, and over time becomes no fun for making profit. Or, I messed up. Okay, I'll read it again. In conclusion, it can't be both. It is better to treat your jobs like jobs and your hobbies like hobbies. It will become hard to balance, and over time becomes no fun or making profit. You're not having fun and you're not making money. So that's the conclusion. That's where that'll get you if you do that. And very easily if you're not careful. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm saying it's hard. And with this conclusion, what is another thing that is coming to my mind that is good? Treat jobs like jobs and treat hobbies like hobbies, because it is so good, because it keeps you balanced as a person. It keeps you centered. You have this when you do that. You do your hobby when you have your hobby. You do you do whatever the fuck, whenever the fuck. You know what I mean? You're balanced. You know what I mean? You have your this, you have your that, you have your shit organized. I feel like it's way more organized. It's just messy. It's mixed. It's messy. It's messy. It's a must. You do it when you're tired. You're expecting money. You're trying to hustle, hustle, hustle and do it. And, fucking do that. But in reality, you're not putting a lot of effort into it, and you're only doing it when you freaking want to. So you're fucking not putting in hustle energy like you thought you were. You never were. I haven't been. And that's the truth of the matter. I'm going to read the conclusion one more time. In conclusion, it can't be both. It is better to treat your jobs like jobs and hobbies like hobbies. It will become hard to balance, and over time becomes no fun or making money. You're not having fun, or you're not making money. You're not getting either of what you wanted. You know what I mean? So stop doing this and start doing this. So I hope you guys have enjoyed, and if you guys enjoyed, please like this video below, all of the above. I had a lot of fun making this freaking layout of an episode, or what is it called? It's a Talks with Rocks episode. Yeah, it's a Talks with Rocks episode. So yeah, I hope this has helped. I hope this has enlightened you in some way, shape, or form. I hope this has maybe opened your eyes on, a hobby that you have been treating like a job, and a job that you have been treating like a hobby. You know what I mean? Maybe you weren't aware. Maybe you didn't know until you saw this video, and until you heard what I had to say. You were like, oh shit. I am mixing it. Maybe if I don't mix it, I'll be happier. That's the idea. Okay. I gotta go. Bye, guys. I'm live on Twitch if you guys want to go on Twitch and shit like that.